Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So number one agent in the hottest zip code in Austin. Number four team. Huge successes across the board, but everybody had to start somewhere. So give us a little quick snippet of how you got started in real estate and how you got your business to where it is today.
Yeah. So I moved to Austin, Texas 9 years ago
Wow.
and knew two people that I'd gone to high school with that lived in Austin, but otherwise really didn't know anybody. Moved here in the middle of summer, and about 5 months into it, 4 months into it, I decided that I wanted to get my real estate license and started selling real estate January 1st of 2014. So that was my very first day in real estate. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know any of the areas of town. And my very first clients were my neighbors in the apartment building that we lived in at the time. So, and I was very forthcoming with that information. I was like, look, I am brand spanking new. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can always promise you that I will find out the right answer for you. So with that promise, they decided to let me take them on as a client, and I was hooked kind of from that point forward. But for me, getting my start was great because we had just adopted a puppy, and that's a great way to meet everybody in an apartment building.
Yes.
I did some direct mail pieces to the building with pictures of him on the mailer.
Oh my God. So best advice, get a pet.
That's right. Get a pet. Yeah, exactly. But it was a great way because then people identified me and associated me with real estate within the building. And so that's how I kind of got my start. Since then, I went from being a single independent agent to bringing on an assistant, to bringing on, a buyer's agent, and then another buyer's agent, and then hired an operations manager. And now I have an executive assistant that works alongside me. It just got to a point where I just couldn't do it all by myself. I'm really thankful for the business, and I'm really, really thankful to have such a wonderful team behind me that helps immensely. So
that's awesome. And I love your just original authenticity of being upfront with your first clients. Like, hey, I'm starting out. I think that's really what people respond to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would have been completely disingenuous had I said anything otherwise, and they would have known very quickly as soon as they got in my car that I didn't know which way to go. So it was, I really didn't feel like I had any other choice but to be very blunt and upfront. But it didn't take me very long to start to get to know the neighborhoods. I would drive around by myself without using my GPS to try to get to certain places so that I could learn and be more natural instead of being so dependent on GPS.
Yeah. Cool. So you went from postcards to now having your own branded mobile app. So you've come a long way, and the postcards are still like tried and true for sure. But now you can put your app QR code on them. So why was building your own app with HomeStack important for your team, your clients? Like, fill us in a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I've always leaned into digital marketing and digital, just various digital applications to work in tandem with our business. It's really important to, not only to me, but to our clients. I mean, here in Austin, everyone's pretty tech savvy, and we tend to
like
work
tech
with
capital, right?
Right, exactly.
You really can't not have your own app.
Exactly. And but as I've seen out there time and time again, lots of agents have their own app, and it's not really an app. It's not personal. It's not tailored to the individual whatsoever. And it doesn't feel clean and polished. So we set out to find something that had all those qualities and characteristics, that was easy to use, that was easy to have direct communication with the client.
Yeah, that's huge.
And that felt tailored and like a custom experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. So clearly the Austin market is just booming post-pandemic and an influx of people moving there. So in one of the most competitive markets in the country, how have you managed to not only scale your business, but break into a more luxury market as well?
Yeah, good question. So I think my ability to break into the luxury market wasn't something I really consciously set out to do. When I got into real estate, I just wanted to make a difference in people's lives and help people find home, find a safe place for them to reside with them and their families. And it really had really nothing to do about a price point. It just so happened that in working with some of my clients, they referred me to other clients that had a high net worth, and things just kind of carried on from there. Most of our business is referral, and so I was just fortunate to kind of meet some great people along the way who believed in me and have continued to spread the word. For the one thing that I always remind not only myself but my team and on our clients is that luxury is not a price point. Luxury is an experience and a level of service. And so you can give someone a luxury experience and provide top-notch customer service and quality controls for any level buyer and at any price point. But those people, while they may not be in the luxury space or buying $1 million home, they'll be sure to refer you to those clients who are, or those friends in their network who will become clients. So, and we've always kind of worked more about, we don't really care about the price point that you have as long as you're realistic with your expectations and it's an area that you service.
But that's, you guys give everyone the luxury experience, right?
We try to, for sure.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So do you think that, your branded app plays into that experience a little bit, having that security where their information isn't going to be bought or sold and more of a concierge search for people?
Without question. I think that having an app like our app through HomeStack has given our clients some peace of mind knowing that their information is not going to be out there. They're not going to continue to get spammed. But also just having that direct line of communication. Sometimes, for whatever reason, clients like to communicate through an app, whether it's Instagram or HomeStack app, instead of a direct text message. I guess in some ways it may feel a little less invasive than your phone going off as a ping all the time. So they feel more comfortable communicating and replying to things there.
Yeah, it's a nice hey, we're just getting to know each other. So let's just chat in the app. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. So you guys have you have a strong personal brand, you have a strong team brand. Like, we literally feel like we know you guys just from watching your social media and your videos, and it's so cool. So why do you think building your brand on social media is important in real estate? An important channel to communicate with people and clients, past, present, future.
Social media has been something that I've leveraged from day one in real estate. In fact, the very first 2 clients that I ever had that I had helped them buy or sell with, I asked them right after they had both closed if they would be willing to do a client testimonial video for me, and they both agreed. And that was almost 8.5 years ago.
Wow.
Back when it was easy to Facebook algorithms weren't completely nuts. I don't even know if Instagram was really around at that point, but I was able to take someone else's, post my client's experience on social media and was able to really catapult my business. Because while sometimes we do get clients directly from social media that are moving here that don't have any secondhand information about us, like they don't have may not know someone who's worked with us directly. But what it's also been wonderful for is further validating who we are and our reputation through social media channels. I mean, how often do you learn about a new restaurant or want to see a new place to visit, you don't go to their website, you go to Instagram and check out their hashtags.
It's true. It really is.
Yeah. So it's been a great way to just reaffirm people's suspicions about us one way or the other.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. And you guys are so consistent also. Like, it's like every day I'm like, oh, what are they going to post today? It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's fun, right?
It is. It is a lot of fun.
Cool. So what are a couple or one or two of your best client app success stories?
We recently had a client reach out through the app that is under contract on a really beautiful home here in Central Austin. And we have had about a year ago, we had 2 or 3 clients that came in within 1 week. It was kind of incredible. One of them discovered our app and shared it with 2 of their friends, and all 3 of them ended up purchasing. So
I love that. That's so exciting.
Yeah. And you know, I think in total it was just under like 4 million between the 3 of them. So
wow. So clearly it's an awesome referral tool.
Exactly.
Awesome. So what would be your advice to agents just starting out, trying to get out there into whether it's a booming market, not a booming market, to kind of just start to get themselves out there and connect?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, and I know we hear this all the time and it probably sounds super cliche, but just be authentic, be true to yourself. You know, don't try to be anyone that you're not. Not everyone is meant to sell luxury real estate, just like not everyone is meant to sell farm and ranch land. Do sell or position yourself to be selling the type of real estate that you want to sell. Not everyone cares or feels comfortable working with super high-end finishes or with really, really high net worth individuals. Some people are very insecure about that. That's okay. That's not what feels right to you. So work with a clientele that is going to allow you to be the best version of you that you can. I think that's super important. And in terms of social media, consistency is key. Find something, maybe it's a quirk, maybe it's something a tradition that you have every day that you can build up some consistency. People almost expect this following. And just, you don't need to do there's so many different ways to market and brand yourself. You don't need to do all of them. Pick a few that feel right to you, see how they work. If they're not working, then maybe change them up. But start off with the ones that feel most comfortable to you and the ones that you're most interested in. And just remember that you can't be everything to everyone. Literally yesterday, I got a call from someone wanting to sell a bunch of real estate, 5 different properties, but in an area that I quite frankly, it's far from me from a physical distance, and it's not an area that I really know feel confident in. So I referred them to someone who's a rock star in that area.
Yeah.
And instead of taking it on, I'm sure I could have sold it, but it wasn't going to be the best fit. Sometimes giving away that business is the best thing that you can do for your business so that you can further cultivate the business that you do want to grow.
Yeah, that's awesome advice. Finding like your thing, your niche, your certain market or farm where you can really like have success. That's awesome advice. So Wade, thank you so much for hopping on with us today. I know you and the team are super busy. So everybody make sure to download their app, Austin Luxury Homes. But where can everyone find you guys on social?
We're on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, _Giles_group. And then my personal is Wade ATX. All of us have our own individual Instagram handles. And there's always fun stuff coming out. So be sure to check us out.
Awesome, guys. Follow, download their app. And thanks for being here with us today.
All right. Thanks.
See you guys. Happy apping.